Hello, everyone. My name is Sasha. I'm a researcher at Paradigm and Humanoid. Also, I'm an artist, and today I want to give a talk that will link topics that I'm interested in, distributed technologies and art. And phenomenon that connects them today is non-fungible tokens, NFTs. The lack of conceptualization and concrete and systematic review of their potential for creative industries was a limitation and the main driver for conducting this research. In the last couple of years, you all probably saw this NFT hype as they certainly took blockchain space by storm. They've been big news ever since Beeple's everyday $70 million sale hit the headlines. The CryptoPunks collection successfully auctioned on Christie's and Sotheby's and fetched millions. Earlier this year, Twitter launched profile picture verification, and Instagram introduced NFTs while Spotify makes plans to support them. These are just some notable examples. And while some argue about the longevity of this phenomenon and others are convinced that the hype is here to stay, the numbers speak for themselves as NFT sales reached nearly $80 billion in 2021, up from $82.5 million in 2020, a jump of more than 200 times. And despite the bear market, analysts predict that the trend will continue to accrue as the global NFT market will reach $21 billion this year. So what makes NFT technology so attractive, and are there any drawbacks or pitfalls? Let's catch the answers. First of all, what is an NFT? I guess many of you know, but I will briefly describe for those who are not completely familiar with them. In short, the term refers to a crypto asset that represents an intangible digital file such as an image, a video, in-game collectible, and other creative products. Moreover, it seems like anything that is digital today could be an NFT. It may be a World Wide Web source code, designer sneakers, real estate, a ticket to a festival, for example, lifetime passes to Coachella, or a ticket to a conference, like Ethereum conference. It may be an item in the metaverse, or even genetic data. Here on the slide, you can see the main characteristics of NFTs. First of all, it is uniqueness, as unlike cryptocurrency, which requires all tokens to be identical, each NFT is unique. The authenticity of each NFT is possible because each token has verifiable metadata that makes a particular asset different from the rest, as well as a transaction log that can help prove the history of ownership. Rarity and scarcity are also important ingredients that makes NFTs so attractive, while transferability means that NFTs can be freely traded, unlike, for example, SBTs that are designed not to be freely traded. And last but not least, since token activity can be open for public verification, NFTs ensure transparency and trust. NFTs characteristics create many benefits on the one hand, as well as several challenges on the other. As for benefits, there are a lot of them. First of all, NFTs address long-standing digital art scarcity issue. Also, they are flagships of decentralization, transparency, and trust, as I mentioned before, with NFTs ownership records stored on blockchain, as well as the entire history of the artwork. NFTs create the possibility to eliminate intermediaries from the communication process, allowing content creators to connect directly to the audience. Due to this, they no longer have to depend on the creative industry's middlemen, such as galleries, auction houses, or major record labels. Content creators have now a unique opportunity to honestly monetize their work due to the advantages of the blockchain technology. They can claim royalties directly and receive a percentage of secondary sales in a fully automated way. What's more, blockchain platforms are designed to make the experience interactive and profitable, not only for artists, but for the audience as well, by offering all kinds of incentives. Another NFT advantage is availability, as anyone can create NFT regardless of age, geographic location, etc. All that is required is a registration of the platform of interest. Furthermore, with NFTs, artists can access global markets and easily reach the collectors and the community of like-minded people. And last but not least, NFTs introduced millions of people to cryptocurrencies for the very first time. This leads to a more diverse industry and accelerates adoption of technology and innovation. A summarized version of NFTs' potential use cases is given on the slide. They include prominent ones like digital art, collectibles, gaming, music, fashion, which are of greater importance for creative industries. On the slide, they're highlighted. The most common use case for NFTs is visual art. Decentralized art marketplaces continue to emerge and increase confidence in online platforms as a mediator. Moreover, they continue to reduce the overhead associated with maintaining a physical gallery and open the doors of investment to art lovers, democratizing art investment. The most visited and used platform is OpenSea Mass Marketplace. One of the reasons it is so popular is that it's self-service based and not curated like, for example, Nifty Gateway or Super Rare. Crypto collectibles are also a significant trend among NFTs use cases. They are designed in most cases to be bought, sold, and traded as, for example, baseball cards. Jack Dorsey's first NFT is an excellent example of an NFT collectible. While a CryptoPunk is collectible and visually artistic, this NFT has value purely for its collectability. Music NFTs also have a large devoted community and are on the way to adoption. Aggregators like OpenSea have dedicated catalogs for music NFTs, but artists prefer to launch on music-specific marketplaces. One of the biggest decentralized music platforms is Audios, with about a dozen million monthly users. Also, NFTs get significant attention from the gaming community, as they provide an opportunity to own data for in-game items and fuel in-game economic systems. The new game model is named Play to Earn. Players play games and earn NFTs that can be sold on marketplaces for high prices. One of the most prominent examples of this model is Axie Infinity. The use of NFTs in fashion is still a relatively new concept. As a blockchain technology, they have been able to fit seamlessly into the fashion world, guaranteeing benefits for all participants in the supply chain. With NFTs, consumers could easily verify the ownership information of their product digitally, reducing the risk of counterfeit fraud. The metaverse, as a simulated digital environment that combines multiple elements of technology such as AR, VR, blockchain, along with social media concepts, has been one of the hottest trends in the tech space lately. And in the NFT-based metaverses, users can own things like avatars, land, digital clothing, and other items. They can hit into an NFT gallery, check out a live concert, enjoy games, trade assets. Basically, the metaverse ecosystem covers nearly all NFTs use cases. Other NFT use cases are presented on the slide. NFTs could be a driver to flourishing virtual events, real estate, identity management, domain name ownership, DeFi, DAOs. They may be the membership proofs for clubs and communities, and much, much more. Main industry players by categories are presented on the slide. However, despite the apparent advantages of NFT solutions, it is still difficult not to pay attention to several problems. The main is authenticity problem that relates to difficulty in finding the original owner of the NFT, as well as difficulty in assessing the uniqueness and understanding how many copies exist. When uploading content to an open, non-curated NFT platform, never stop wondering that absolutely any media file can be sold on your behalf, no matter if it is a selfie taken a few seconds ago, a picture found on the internet, or a masterpiece of a well-known artist. Significant issues that are linked with authenticity problems are cybersecurity and fraud risk, copyright theft, copying of popular NFTs or false airdrops and giveaways are some of the major issues here. Also, NFTs confront barriers like management from the government. On the other hand, how properly regulating this nascent technology with a corresponding market is also a challenge. There are still no official public registers of copyright and no global standards of licenses, since different rules apply in different regions. Storage issues also remain, as blockchain layer 1s are often limited in the amount of on-chain storage capacity, and not all NFTs are stored on this level and require another storage solutions like distributed file storage systems like IPFS or ARVIV, or even centralized ones. So any NFT can be potentially manipulated. The storage problem is deeply connected with security issues, as usually original files aren't stored on blockchain, thus might be lost or damaged. Anonymity and privacy of NFTs are also understudied. Most NFT transactions rely on the Ethereum layer 1 and layer 2 networks, which only provide pseudo-anonymity rather than strict anonymity or privacy. There is also a risk of smart contracts and NFT maintenance, as there are several scenarios where hackers attack DeFi networks and steal a large amount of crypto. Examples are the Poly network hack and the incident with the Ronin Bridge. The extensibility of NFT schemes is also an issue, as the ability of a system to interact with other ecosystems. Fortunately, most of the NFT-related projects adopt Ethereum. They share similar principles and data structure and can exchange under the same rules. There is also an increased concern about energy consumption related to NFTs, as most NFT platforms are Ethereum-based, which still uses proof of work. A single NFT transaction requires as much electricity as an average home for a day and a half. While a secondary issue, there is a difficulty in determining the value of the NFT, because there is no fixed standard for any particular type of NFT. The price may depend on creativity, uniqueness, scarcity, and a lot more. Moreover, the quality of many works is rather doubtful, as anyone can mint an NFT without having any creative skills. Then there is usability issues, as the main usability drawbacks of Ethereum are inherited by the majority of NFT platforms. The two major challenges here are high gas prices and slow confirmation. Conquering these issues requires a redesign of blockchain topology, optimization of its structure, or improvement in consensus mechanisms. Also, for the audience and consumers, it is still more common to use familiar major services like Spotify, for example, instead of audios, as well as for the majority of non-techie artists. Much more simplification is needed, so NFTs are easily to use for people who know nothing about blockchain. All these problems exist, and researchers and engineers are puzzling over their solutions. As you saw, authenticity, copyright protection, and usability are beyond doubt the main problems in the NFT space today. And what we came up with is that biometrics have the potential to rescue here. For instance, Humanoid project creates the decentralized biometric identification layer that is not only used on the native Humanoid platform, but can be used in a variety of platforms and decentralized applications, including popular NFT marketplaces. These biometric identifications ensure that NFT is unique and authentic, partially eliminating the copyright problem, and authenticity issues. Then layer 2 scanning solutions and Ethereum transition to Serenity are the answer to usability issues, and existing privacy-preserving solutions, for example, homomorphic encryption, multi-party computation, and zero-knowledge proofs are more likely to solve anonymity and privacy issues. The Ethereum transition to proof-of-stake hopefully solves environmental issues, and the implementation of suitable laws and management from the government will eliminate legal pitfalls. That's it. Thank you. I think.
Thank you, Sasha. Do we have any questions? If you do have questions, please meet Sasha outside. Thank you again.
Thank you. Merci.